Music studios are supposed to be for collaborations, but behind every hit track lies an unforgettable creative clash where creativity meets controversy, egos collide, and sparks fly. From fiery disputes to public callouts, here's a rundown of 9 music producers who got checked or downright roasted by rappers. Tupac checks Dr. Dre.
My take on what happened was that Snoop was on trial for murder, fighting for his life. Somebody had said that Dre was in the car. The jury believed that. We needed Dre to be there to say he wasn't there. And once they would have saw him, they would have known he wasn't there. And that would have saved Snoop's whole case. Because they would have saw that the witness that had said it was lying. And Dre never showed up.
We all know that there were some conflicts happening in death row around the time of Snoop's murder trial. Pac was fresh out of the pen and on beast mode, writing music and working like there was no tomorrow. Dre was the perfectionist and took his time producing his music and making things just right. A clash of creative workflows began to happen.
Other was producing the beat like on my album. Other was doing the beat and Dre was getting the credit. And I gotta go on MTV and be like, yeah, he did this, he did that. No, he ain't do it. He is a dope producer, but he ain't worked in years. And I got tired of that. I didn't think we needed that. I think we didn't need that. And he was owning the company too, and he's chilling. He owning the company, he's chilling in his house, sucking dick, eating pussy. I'm out here in the street, you know what I mean? Whooping ass, starting wars, putting it down, dropping albums, doing my shit. And it's taking 3 years to do one song.
You can definitely tell he has some feelings about the situation. When Dre left Death Row, the real drama started as Pac repped Death Row to the fullest, and with Dre leaving, it automatically made him enemies with Pac. Pac also subtly let the world know that Dre was gay.
I don't want to be a part of him. I don't want to be around him or nothing. Plus, I feel as though what's done in the dark will come to light. It's secrets that everybody's going to find out about that I don't have to play a hate or draw snitch about. That will come out. You'll find out for yourself and you'll know. Wow.
This was backed up by Suge later on the Howard Stern show when he was talking about the restraining order that Dre filed against him.
I didn't know a so-called gangster rapper would go put a constraint on against another man.
Right. It's very, because I know the way
Is that why you're saying he's gay?
I'm saying he's gay because there's a guy named Bruce and they've been sleeping together for years.
Oh.
And we had a meeting. We had these meetings in the red room, right? And once we had these meetings, you had to put everything on the table. Everybody had some drinks and wouldn't nobody lie. Because if anybody get caught lying, it was always a consequence.
Right.
So Tupac stood up and said, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Dre, you's a faggot. Dre said, first of all,
right,
I'm not a faggot. He said, okay, well then you're a homosexual. He said, I'm not a homosexual. I'm bisexual.
These meetings are something
he
else.
Said, you bisexual. He said, see, that's another thing I don't want to do. I don't want to be doing songs with a guy who's pounding other guys in the butt. then Dre said, Pac, I thought you was smart. You still dumb. If I want to pound some butt, I can do a woman. I'm a bisexual because I like to get my cheekbones blew out. I like to get pounded in the butt.
Oh my!
Well, let me just say,
what a meeting.
let me say something about this meeting because you're bringing us into the inner workings of a record company. A lot of people aren't used to this.
Really?
A lot of us live normal lives.
Trey,
Timberland checks Scott Storch. Both music champs used to be cool buddies until Storch started feeling like he was being cheated. He came out to say that he wasn't well credited for the role he played in Justin Timberlake's hit track, Cry Me a River.
Timberland approved and was like, okay, and put this stuff together. And the track was pretty much done. And I left to go to another session with Christina Aguilera that day and came back like 4 hours later. And they had already started writing the melody to that, what me and Timberland did before I left.
But rather than receiving the apology he deserved, Storch received a heavy tongue lash from Timberland in his next track, Give It To Me.
Get a $500,000 for my beats, you get a couple grand. Never gonna see the day that I ain't got the upper hand. I'm respected from California, way down to Japan. I'm a real producer and you just a piano man.
Storch didn't stay silent after hearing the thinly veiled insults. Instead, he clapped back with his very own diss track featuring Knox, Built Like That.
Piano man, yes, the piano man. Few 100 million and I'm headed for $1 billion.
Yes.
Use the steroid, man. So pathetic, man. I could have played you, but I tried to be the better man. Your boy Danger gotta hate you with a passion, man. He makes the hits while you taking all the credit. Damn. I know the feeling, I'm with you. Won't you tell him how I made that shit cry to your river?
Storch wasn't the only person trying to claim credit for the success of the song. Ty Tribbett also said he was responsible for the keys in the song.
Timberland was in the studio like, yo, we just in there jamming. We played for like an hour and some change. Timberland records everything.
No way.
Yes, there's some songs that came out later. I was like, hey, the stuff in your files is actually me. But anyway, so that Justin Timberlake thing came from Timberland, like, yo, we got this song, do it. I did the vocal arrangements on there, me and the girl Floetry. And then that took off. Cry Me a River was like a huge song. I got $2,000. He got like $2 billion. But I love you guys. I love you, Tim. I love you. The beginning, I'm playing on that. Doom, 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 good. That is all me.
That is you.
That is literally me.
Oh,
that is literally me.
Just Blaze, checked by Kanye West.
Swizz Beatz or Just Blaze?
Well, Swizz Beatz definitely, because Just Blaze is a copycat. You know, he get credit for the blueprint, and I did the first half of the blueprint, and he just copied my half and got. I mean, look where I'm at today. Look where he at today. So that's just show you. No, what do you mean? I be hearing and then it be all over the radio. I have my girlfriend from Chicago would be in Hot 97 and stuff, listen to the radio. It'd be another Just Blaze song, another Just Blaze song.
Things will be happy.
No, I like the originators, man.
Okay.
You know, I don't mind, like, you know, the copycats too. And by the way, you just gotta say it like it is. You know what I'm saying? I said, if somebody copy me, I'm like, you copy me. You know what I'm saying? I'll tell Trav, like, yo, you copy me, boy. You know, and it's like, but I love you, but just know what it is. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gotta be, no, but hey, man, it's our community, man. We can
We all know that Just Blaze is one of the greats. So if Kanye called him a copycat, some serious things must have happened behind the scenes. Because prior to this, Just Blaze stood up for Kanye, saying he had a promising career.
When we first started working together, what I saw in his eyes, or even in his music, was the determination. How determined he was to prove that he was the best, or could be the best. The first couple of songs, when we first met, he would play me songs. I'd be like, all right, yeah, they're cool.
After Kanye called him a copycat, Just Blaze was quick to address the issue on Instagram, saying, "I'm only addressing this publicly because it was stated publicly." He began, "I'm not here for mudslinging. I'm just a bit confused and disappointed. None of what was said tonight regarding me fits with any of our history or our previous interactions, particularly in light of very recent attempts to work together. Through recent years, he has reached out to collaborate on various projects, including a much rumored collaborative project that he was looking for me to handle a good amount of." He continued further addressing the copycat accusation, saying, "Regarding that one comment, respectfully, I'm happy for him and the fact that he has succeeded in the ways he wanted to, but not everyone wants to be where he is." He wrote, "Everyone's definition of personal success is a bit different. I'm quite happy where I am creatively, with my family, and my life in general. We were a part of history together, and I wish him well and continued success." As if being criticized for copying Kanye's soul sampling style wasn't enough, a lot of people started accusing Just Blaze of trying to compete with Kanye. Just Blaze dismissed the accusations in a DJ Vlad interview, saying there was no competition between the two of them.
We motivate each other, you know, like he'd walk in the room, I'd be making something, you know, and he would be like, wow, you know, but it was never like, oh, I need to beat that. It would just be like, yo, how, he would just be like he'd ask me, like, how do you make those kind of beats? Like, how do you get your horns to do this? You know, how do you get your drums to do this? You know, and that's pretty much, you know, like, or sometimes I would have a sample chopped up on the drum pads and he would walk in and be like, yo, it would be crazy if you did it like this. And he would do a new pattern on the drum machine, you know, on the drum pads, and I'd be like, yo, I never even thought about it like that. You know, so that's kind of more so what the relationship was like. You know what I mean? It was never like, oh, I gotta do better than him, because at that time I kind of already was.
In the heat of all the drama, Jay-Z stood up for Just Blaze, saying that Kanye was just being unfair.
I think, again, everyone is entitled to opinion and everyone can sees things through their own lens. And it may not, some of it could be true, some of it may not be true, but that's the lens that you see it through. So you just speak into your truth. And I think the one thing I would say out of the, all the pieces I've seen is, maybe the Just Blaze thing was a bit unfair. Because if you're making an album, if you're creating an album, and the assignment is soul samples, everyone's coming with soul. It's not you're trying to make a cohesive piece of music. I don't think anyone was copying off any, Bink has this problem, and I think everyone created for the project. The thing was, the baby was the blueprint, and I think everyone should be prized for what we created. It's in like the, I don't know what you call it, the Library of Congress or something. It's something that we all should be proud of, and everyone should be prized for, their contribution.
Swizz Beatz called out by Drake. The two of them just never seemed to get along. In fact, back then in 2020, when they tried to work together on a record, Swizz Beatz talked down on Drake, complaining about his proficiency in communicating with rhymes. But Drake didn't say anything in response, at least not publicly. Another time, in a conversation with Busta Rhymes, Swizz called Drake a pussy.
It's all love. I don't want no problems with anything. I just want to play music because my filter is burnt.
I understand, and so is mine.
Is burnt.
And so is mine, King.
My filter's burnt.
But you know what, too? You know what we stand on, too, King? Me and you both stand on making sure we understand everything before we express how much our filter is burnt. That's all. I just want to give you the fullness on the understanding,
At the end of the day, this pussy for real. What's up? Pop off. Let's go.
It's not real.
It's not big pussy, boy.
It's a big pussy, boy.
Yeah.
Drake still remained quiet and, at the time, copped a new PJ. Swizz hit him up again online saying, "Shoot your plane out the sky." Swizz came out later to explain that he wasn't in his right mind, but he didn't really apologize for what he said. He just apologized for doing it on the wrong platform.
Happy Father's Day blessings to everybody on this amazing Father's Day. Man, I want to address my actions on Zone Radio last night, man. Mainly because I was in the wrong space, I was in the wrong energy, and I hate that my kids and other people got to see me be on that side. I was a little nice, I was a little excited. I definitely spoke on some things that I definitely shouldn't have spoke on, you know what I'm saying? Although I might feel a certain way about a certain person and different things like that, as a G, I'm man enough to say that, I did that on the wrong platform and I wasn't supposed to do that like that, because I wouldn't respect somebody else if they did that like that, you understand? But anyways, happy Father's Day to everybody.
As usual, Drake remained silent, but that didn't stop his right-hand man, Chubbs, from speaking up and saying to Swizz, "We don't need no apology. It's clear you don't like us, so act that same way when you see us, pussy." Eventually, Drake finally spoke. He released a diss track on Certified Lover Boy titled "You Only Live Twice," taking shots at his fancy collaborator to reciprocate every harsh hit he had previously received.
Unthinkable when I think of the way these been acting. I never did you nothing and you play like we family, huh? Next thing you want to shoot me down, it can't be love. Not sure where you was trying to send it can't be up. That day you sounded like a bitch, you fancy, huh?
Of course, after this happened, a lot of people expected Swizz to go all crazy on Drake and stuff, but that didn't happen.
Swizz, you have to eat that because you kind of started that, no?
People might think I started it because of the way I came at it, but I never seen things for no reason. But it's cool, that was something that's old. I actually like the song, you know what I'm saying? The song's dope. It's cool, man. Like, hip hop, like a lot of people with this hip hop thing, like they just, you can't, like, it started off of that. It started off with two artists feeling some type of way, going at each other and this, that, and the third. You understand? And I'm chilling, man. A lot of people want to see me react and do all these things. I'm in such a great zone, man. Like I said how I felt, he said how he felt. Hey man, I guess we even, right? I guess we even. You know what I'm saying?
Havoc versus Prodigy. Speaking of the unexpected, Havoc at one time lashed out at Prodigy, publicly calling him gay. He even challenged him to a fight.
I want to call him.
This is actually Havoc. Well, you get Nori on the phone and let's play the clip of this is Havoc, right? This is Havoc. Talking about Prodigy. Yes. We'll say allegedly just to cover allegedly, but this is Havoc.
I don't got nothing against gay people or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, look your son, look, watch, and then just in the jail, come out from the woodworks and they're gonna tell you what the he was doing. He gay. I had to smack him like a month and a half ago when we was doing South by Southwest.
Now explain what he just said, Charlamagne. He basically said that his former partner in rhyme, I don't want to say former because I guess they're still together, Prodigy is gay and his dudes in the jail that are going to come out the woodworks and back up his story, and he actually smacked Prodigy a month and a half ago at the South by Southwest show.
He also said he has nothing against gay people.
This took the entire internet by storm, because Mobb Deep were more like family. They stood by each other through thick and thin, but it seemed like that was about to change when Havoc started tearing into his partner on Twitter. On April 9th, he put up a sarcastic tweet stating, "Congrats to P at Prodigy Mobb Deep and at Rihanna for getting married soon. At Rihanna, please confirm." But he didn't stop there. He continued, "At Prodigy Mobb Deep, we got a meeting. Let's see if you built to show your face. Prodigy a bitch, and I'ma show it." And when he didn't get a reply, he went on to accuse Prodigy of being gay, claiming that he had some homosexual entanglements while he was in prison. "I got in the jail system to back up that Prodigy was homies in jail. Prodigy, prove me wrong. Please, I have a big announcement, and that was locked up with him know the truth." He didn't really share what the big announcement was, but he threatened him further, saying, "I had to smack P. Ask him. Let's do a one-on-one, me and P. He's so butt, he will avoid." He went on to call Prodigy a Long Island bitch. He questioned his Queensbridge credentials, accused him of hiding. The list was endless. After all of these strong accusations, Prodigy didn't engage Havoc, at least not online. But Havoc turned around later and denied everything. He claimed that he left his phone at a gas station, and he wasn't the one that put up those tweets. We could have believed him if Power 105 FM's morning show, The Breakfast Club, had not aired a recording of the phone call Havoc apparently made.
Gay people or nothing like that, but I'm just saying, look your son, look, watch, and then just in the jail, come out from the woodworks and they're gonna tell you what the he was doing. He gay. I had to smack him like a month and a half ago when we was doing South by Southwest.
Wow. Now, I don't believe the whole story about Prodigy getting banged out by dudes in jail, but I do know that Havoc lied, everybody, which we knew already. Okay. That's what that call right there.
So his phone wasn't left at a gas station?
Absolutely not.
That was Havoc's voice. So he threw jabs at Prodigy and then lied about it, even after he was confronted about it. Havoc denied everything till the very end.
On the line now, Havoc, let's just ask, is this audio and is this stuff true?
Yeah, this got me rolling on the floor right now.
So what's going on? That wasn't you on the audio, or it was?
No, I lost my phone yesterday after this game. I put a statement out letting people know that I lost, because I didn't hear about none of this until like the afternoon, and then I was trying to, get my phone back. Go to the Apple store and all that.
Well, you do know that the tweets that was sent from your Twitter account were tweeted via web. So even if you
right. No. This is what I'm trying to say. I have a password app holder in my phone that has all my passwords in it, even for all my social networks.
Havoc, you don't have a lock on your phone?
Nah, because I don't have no reason to lock my phone. I don't know. I never lost my phone before.
What's that app called, Havoc? Because I need that app, Havoc. What's that app called?
Everybody, I got this from Jailbreak. You know what I mean?
Havoc, come on, brother. Don't lie, brother. Come on. You was drunk. You aired Prodigy out. Come on, man.
Hey, yo, look, HNIC thing's about to come out. Make sure y'all cop that album, you know what I'm saying? I guess this is great promotion, man. Like, bro, this is crazy.
You sound just like the guy who said Prodigy was getting aired out in jail. You sound just like the guy who said he smacked Prodigy at South by Southwest.
Nah, never that.
But Havoc, so did you get...
Lil Wayne checks Mannie Fresh. Wayne once called Mannie's beats childish. Shocking, right? Calling the legendary Mannie Fresh's beats childish. That's totally outrageous.
Even before we started the Carter, the conversation happened in the club. We was in Dallas, you know what I'm saying? And I can tell you every you know, I'm kind of creepy like that where I can remember how it happened and, you know, what we was talking about. And I was just like, we was in Dallas and, you know, and he was just like, bro, I'm going in a whole different direction. Like all of that kitty, all of that, I can really rap. So I'm drinking in the club and I kind of dismissed it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he hit me in my chest like, you know, like, bro, I can really rap. Do you hear me?
Right.
And I was just like, all right, bro, I hear you. And he was like, so if we gonna do this, you gotta bring it. Like, you know, he was like, don't, you're childish ass. Like, and that's when he caught my attention.
Like I was criticized the beats.
Yeah, I was like, my childish
bro.
I was like, I'm just telling you I'm on something else. And he was like, you gotta bring your A game, bro. And he was like, so if we gonna evolve, we gonna evolve.
Wayne checked Mannie because he didn't want him to get comfortable. He was trying to challenge him and get him to give his best.
Lil Wayne was another cat that was, I would say at the time, he was fascinated with rap. He really didn't grow up in, I guess, everything that we was doing. He grew up on another side of New Orleans, but his dad was killed young and he just took a liking to rap. And as a vice, his mom was like, you know what? He likes what's going on and everything that y'all doing. Just give him a shot at it. And what impressed me the most about Lil Wayne was his wordplay and how fast he could write songs or whatever. And I was just like, wow, like I really, honestly, I thought it wasn't going to work because it's like taking somebody from another element and I'm like, okay, you're an A student, you know, nothing wrong with that or whatever, but you on another path of what we doing or whatever. And he was just like, but I can do this. Just check it out. And I remember my first encounter with Wayne, he had a tablet and it was just all mad scribbly scratch notes or whatever, but he knew every song in there. And I was like, well, what's the purpose of having the tablet? He was like, well, I just need to know the title of the songs. I know all the songs. He was like, I just got to go through my tablet to know the title of them.
Much later in his career, Mannie had a rift with Cash Money. He spoke about how he regrets what Cash Money did to the hip-hop culture we once knew and grew up loving. And while all of this was going on, he was asked if his fight with Cash Money would affect his relationships within the label. And here's what he had to say.
In 2007, you know, you spoke about Baby Birdman not paying you out your royalties.
Mm-hmm.
You know, did the money situation ever get worked out?
I mean, that's what we going through right now. Like, we back at that point. You know, it was one time that was done. Now we back at that. Like, you know, and I wish it didn't have to be that way, but it's got to be that way because, you know, even prior to right now, you know, us speaking, they still selling music that, you know, it's got my name on it. And
right.
As an artist, I'm going to always want that. Like, that's mine. That's earned. That's deserved.
You worked hard for it.
Exactly. So, you know, it's kind of crazy that we always got to go back and forth through this whole little, you know, me asking y'all to do something that y'all should want to do.
Right. So does the business end of things create a separate space or a difficulty in maintaining a friendship or a personal relationship?
Yeah, because, I mean, homie business don't never work. Like, you know, and there's so many of us that come in this on homie business, and homie business don't never work. You know, somebody tell you don't get you an attorney, like, I mean, why not? Why can't? If you gonna do right by me, then hey, why can't I have an attorney?
Big Sean checked Kanye West. Kanye West discovered Big Sean in 2008, and they started working together, although they had a massive fallout after Big Sean came out to say that Kanye was very hard to work with.
Very hard to work with.
Oh, yeah.
We all know that.
I thought you was going to say that first.
Me too.
Kanye, he'll have you redo a verse 10 times, redo a verse 10 times.
Redo some drums 10 times.
All right, so hold
Not
on.
use them.
So like, so what? Yeah. So like, how does it go? Like you come to the studio, y'all get busy, you lay the verse, you know, you come in the next day, yay in there, you can't see his face, he got a whole suit on it, and then he like, I need you to do the verse over. Then you do the verse over, and then like after like the 10th day when you come in and he like, that was hot, but I need you to do it over again.
But unlike many other producers, Kanye's not one to back down after a challenge. He came up on Drink Champs with a fiery rebuttal. He said a lot of things about Big Sean, and then wrapped it up saying that signing Big Sean was his biggest career mistake.
Hi.
Hurry, man.
Pusha or Big Sean?
Oh, I love this. Let me tell you.
He said, nothing quick about this quick time.
Okay.
I already decided that when I die, on my tombstone, it's gonna say, "I deserve to be here because I signed Big Sean."
So I'm not quite sure of your pick.
Yeah, you're not quite sure.
So
Big Sean, he said,
Big Sean over Pusha T?
No, I'm saying that the worst thing I've ever done was sign Big Sean.
That's a beautiful thing. Oh, that's a beautiful thing, man.
No,
so
wait.
The worst.
The worst. The worst. This is the best.
Big Sean came back and humbly checked Kanye for his behavior.
I don't take what he says personally at all. I mean, you're talking about a guy who has said, like, I don't even want to say some of the stuff he said because I'm not about to blast him, even though I'm sure he would blast the shit out of me, but I just don't take it personal because he said what he said and then we were in the studio right after, and that's when I kind of looked at him differently though. Because, when it's like, oh man, people gonna say this when we get back cool, or, I'm just like, oh, we gotta make sure we get the pictures. I'm just like, bro, you said some foul ass shit. Like, I got a whole city that rock with me. At first, when he first said it, I'm like, bro, I gave you 185 million records under Good Music. I'm damn near the only profitable artist ever that's ever signed to you.
Canibus versus DJ Premier. Canibus must be the very first rapper in the world to reject Premier, and it seems to have hurt his ego. After the first and only collaboration deal came off, DJ Premier said in an interview that Canibus was very difficult to work with.
Like, what do you think was like the most difficult sessions you had? Where it was just like, man, I don't know about this right here. It's the most difficult people to work with.
I mean, me and Canibus had a little run in. It was minor, but it was just about, he told me he wanted to do a song called Niggonometry, and he said, I want some heavy, hard bass. And the beat that D'Angelo used for Devil's Pie was the beat I made. So I was like, and I could hear him going, Sarah rising the sun up. I could just hear his voice like slaughtering it because I know what he got. And he goes, I just don't feel like you understand, my vision of what I'm trying to bring out. So I was just like, okay. And I gave the check back to
Canibus was displeased at DJ Premier's comment and the image it painted of him to the public. So he responded with a diss track titled Tell the Truth.
I came up to the studio to discuss the track and how we was gonna do it. You told me you was getting 80 G's a track, Christina Aguilera. You did 7 tracks, you was hyped, you was all cheesing and smiling. You was happy about it. You charged me 40 G's for the track we was going through. Eloise cut you the check, sent you your first half, scheduled studio time. I came up to D&D, dirty ass D&D. First day, you was an hour late. Second day, you was 2 hours late. Third day, you was 3 hours late. The fourth day, you was 4 hours late. Come on, man.
He shared his own side of the story, adding details that Premier left out when speaking on the situation.
Yo, tomorrow you gonna be 5 hours late tomorrow? You say, yo, my bad, bitch. I had to move my mother out of the house. So I said, all right, just call, man. Just call, let me know that you're doing something, you're busy, so I don't have to wait for you, So I ain't gotta wait in the studio. I had to do. Everybody got to do around 5 o'clock in the evening. So come on now.
After the song was released, DJ Premier was asked how he felt when he heard it and if he had spoken to Canibus since then. But Premier decided to let it go and came back with this comment that seemed to have ended the feud.
Surprised when I was actually on a plane heading back to New York to do my radio show when I got the call. And when I heard about it, first thing I did was like, yo, I can't wait to get home and hear it because I'm a good judge of everything. I'm a grown man, I'm 45 years old, I'm hip hop, and Canibus is my loved one. So he has my number directly, I have his. If it's something that's bothering him like that, he can always holler. So when I heard it,
I made my judgment, and then I have my consigliaries that I talk to that's straight hood, you know, that the guys that like drama. And they were like, yo, I had already formulated my opinion and didn't think it was that he was dissing me. I think he was more just disappointed in the way I told the story, but I didn't think it was that big of a deal, and I never knew if he ever even saw the clip, because as a grown man, if he saw the clip himself, he would even be like, man, ain't that bad, you know, even though I kept running on and on. I was only on it for maybe 30 seconds. I even timed it to look and see what the time of the clip was, and it was about 30 seconds. So, and then again, I could talk about whatever I want. It's not, nobody's gonna tell me he could do the same. But it was an actual reality. That record became a hit thanks to him, because D'Angelo turned it into Devil's Pie. That's actually what the track ended up becoming. Right. And when I talked to even my grimy dudes in the street, they were like, nah, he's just disappointed that it went down the way it did, and he's just venting how he feels. So I didn't take it no further than that.
Chief Keef with Young Chop. Let's end the video on a lighter note. When Chief Keef and Young Chop are messing with each other, you know there's going to be some good content. One time, Young Chop was swimming, and Keef started razzing him about his weight.
His ass looked like a hippopotamus. Why he just went in the water like a whale? Hell no, bro. What? My Instagram puss. Try to see why the f in my pool looking like a whale. And my pool looking like a hippo. Look.
Keef kept messing with Chop when the producer was trying to catch up on some Z's.
Listen, they gonna see this on YouTube. Y'all understand, y'all. That's the way y'all do, man. Well, what y'all do to Chop? Don't put that on no shit of mine. No. Oh, shit. Somebody done weigh some more. What did you do this for? Keep why y'all do this? This was hilarious.
You would think Chop would learn to take his nap somewhere else. But nah, the big man fell asleep again.
That boy. He just go. Oh.
Sometimes making music isn't as easy as just creating a song together. When deadlines are due, differences arise in opinions, or credit isn't being given to the right person. Tensions can build, and sometimes moments like these occur. At the end of the day, these guys are all working hard to make something they are proud to call their own. We hope you enjoyed the video, and if so, make sure to check out these other ones popping up. Help us out by liking, sharing, and commenting. And subscribe to the channel if you're new, because we have new content dropping every week. Thanks for hanging out with us today. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.